Okay, Phoenix TV here. It's signing time again, and today we're going to concentrate on the ones that face 100-mile-an-hour pucks for 60, 120 minutes a weekend. We're going to talk about the goalies. And the first one, well, it's got to be our first one really, is welcome back for his 6th season with the club, Steve Fone. Hi Steve.
Hi.
6 years, you'll be after a long service medal shortly.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just goes to show it's a great place to play, and you know, there's not many other teams out there, I don't think, that can match Manchester for the setup, the fans, and you know, the whole package really. So
and it's nice to win things, isn't it?
yeah, definitely. You know, we've set a pretty good track record so far of winning things, so we'd obviously like to continue that. Yeah,
well, as I say, you've been described by some of my colleagues at other clubs as a big game goalie. You seem to really hit the mark, hit the spot, even more so on the big games. You know, we're talking maybe the playoffs or cup semi-finals, etc. Do you see that? Does it make a difference to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be thought of like that, you know, and it's always good to, you know, get up for the big games, because as you say, it's the important ones that can have a massive difference on things. So it's, you know, it can be tough sometimes, the pressure's on, but I like to use that pressure and turn it around and use it to boost my performance really, and you know, give me that extra edge. So yeah, so it's one of them things where sometimes it doesn't always go to plan, but I like to think most of the times I can, you know, perform as I can in the big games as well.
Oh, you're way up there. I mean, quite a good cracking average last season, really, you know, way up the top all season, so it was good.
Yeah, it's I mean, that's credit to the team as well, you know, they it's all about the defensive side of the team. If they can help me out and, you know, keep the shots to good distances and keep them to certain areas, then it makes my job a hell of a lot easier, and that's reflected in the stats really. So I think the netminder's save percentage really, although people look at it as an individual stat, I think it's a reflection of the team as a whole, the whole defensive aspect of the team. So it's, you know, it's just credit to the defence as well as me really.
Yeah, well, a lot of people say in a lot of sports, well, football springs to mind more than any, that championships are won from the back. So if we've got the likes of yourselves at the back, and then we've got Robin and Frankie up front, we've got quite a good mix there. Yeah,
well, I mean, as last year it showed that, you know, it's worked quite well. We won the league last year. Didn't quite make it to the playoffs, but you know, I think that was just one of them games. So you know, it's keeping that core and some of them players. It's going to be good for the future, and hopefully to bring more trophies in.
How do you better being a champion? Do it again, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely do it again. We always say it's harder the year after because everyone wants to beat the champions, but so they always say if you do it the year after, then it's a bit more of an achievement than the first year. So yeah, do it again and add a couple of extra trophies to it.
Oh, that'd be nice. And the league is yet again getting stronger, isn't it? Of course, with a few elite players coming. I say coming down. I don't like to say coming down. Moving across, because we are our own league in our own right.
Yeah, definitely. They say it every year, and it's true that the league does get stronger every year, and you can see that from the signings that teams are making, and it's only going to be good for the fans, and you know, it keeps the league competitive, and it shows from when we first went to the EPIHL to now, the competitiveness of the league has gone up tenfold. So I mean, every team is really challenging up there, and you know, it's great for the league, great for the fans, and it's great to play in a league like that, because you don't want to be playing in games where you're beating teams 10-0 and 11-0 every week, you know. So it's really good to be in a league that is improving.
And of course, the knock-on effect for the British lads. I mean, competitive hockey. I mean, good competitive hockey every year has got to be good for the British. I'm thinking now the GB team and things like that. Okay, they're taking the players from the elite league at the moment mostly, but the day's not far away when they're really going to have to look at the British lads in the EPIHL.
Yeah, it's great for the British players because you're playing with a higher standard of player, so you're training with them every week, playing against them, playing with them, it can only lead to greater improvements in their game. So so it is great for the British players.
Right, so not long to September now, so I don't know about you, but you guys need the break, recharge the batteries and things like that. I usually last about 3 weeks and I'm raring to go again, so great to see you, Steve. I'm glad you're having a good summer and looking forward to seeing you in September.
Thanks, looking forward to it.
CNI Solutions, keeping your computer network infrastructure beating. Because if it stops, so does your business. We provide many unique ways of keeping your network running at its full potential, ensuring your company never misses a beat. CNI Solutions, keeping your computer network infrastructure beating.
Your old car, seen better days, given up the ghost? You need the friendly guys at Davidson's. One phone call is all you need. They'll collect your car for free, sort out that nasty paperwork, and transform your old banger into lots of lovely cash. Because Davidson's are extremely reputable and recommended by the DVLA. So for the best prices, cash on the spot, and to scrap your car with confidence, call us on 0161 928 9981.
Davidson's, we're talking scrap.
You've just seen us bring back Stevie Fone for another year. It's part of the furniture here now. But over the last few years, Stevie's carried a pretty heavy load on his back, had a few injuries, etc. So Tony and Neil have got together and we've got somebody in to share the load and to maybe challenge Stevie a little bit for the starting spot and the ice time that goes with it. We've got a local lad this time. Plied his trade about 75 miles down the road, but now he's back home because he's a Manchester lad. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Declan Ryan. Hi Dex, good to see you.
Been a pleasure.
Was that a good build-up? You like that?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
I like the tension.
there we go,
Awesome.
there you go.
Great work.
Right, Dex, you've been at Telford a couple of times and you've always annoyed the fans every time you've come up to the Dome and played. You always seem to play out your skin against Manchester.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is, to be honest with you. Perhaps it's just coming back to the hometown. I always enjoyed playing in front of my friends and family. And the crowd in Manchester, when they start getting on top of you when you make a couple of saves, it's always fun to hear them boos coming down.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, or fortunately, you're now in our colours, so
yeah,
it'll be all
hopefully
the other way
cheers.
around now. Right, we won't go into the Telford situation because it's being talked to death. As I said in another interview, it looks like they're going to have more players on their roster than Manchester City have in the Champions League. But on the goalie front, they brought Tom Murdy in last year, and you've just decided to move on.
Yeah, it was a personal decision for me with other opportunities with education and stuff. I want to pursue that a bit more. And when it seemed like things weren't going to click with Telford this year, I contacted Neil and they were very supportive of my decisions and where I wanted to go with my future. And they helped to make things work out, and I'm here today.
A lot of fans have always talked about you coming back, and I've always given you a bit of stick and asked you and your dad when you're coming back, and now you're going to be in Phoenix colours. Where do you see yourself within the organisation and the goalie world at Phoenix?
I think it's just a thing of pushing Fone for the ice time. I think we could have a good tandem here, and then, as you said earlier in the segment, Fone's had to take a lot of heat and pressure in the last few years, playing up to 50 games a season. It's not easy on the goalie having to play that many games, especially when the injuries start coming or you have a couple of bad games. So splitting the ice time will be key, and I think it'll help Manchester overall as a team perform a lot better this season. Well,
certainly, looking around the leagues and looking at the way the goal is, it's going to be one of the best tandems in the league. I don't think there's any doubt about that at all. You've had a good couple of seasons with Telford, really, in pre Moneybags days. You really had to face a lot of rubber, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a great experience. I was thankful to Telford for giving me that opportunity when they first reformed back about 4 seasons ago, and they took a punt on me pretty much. 16-year-old kid starting the second season, and I can't thank them enough for that opportunity, and I really learned a lot in my time there.
Okay, so you obviously keep an eye on what things that are happening in the league, etc. It's beginning to shape up pretty good again this year.
Yeah. Every year the league's getting better and better. We've seen that for the last 4 years, and this year is going to be really competitive. I don't think any team's going to want to drop a game, and I think while this signing is quite important, we've got an opportunity to win every game now. That Stephen can have a rest and I can get in there and hopefully take some of the pressure off.
Yeah, the goalie situation's a bit different. They don't seem to change around too much in the EPL, but last year a couple of import goalies have come in. Can you see that trend carrying on?
It's got potential there, yeah. I mean, there's a few good juniors coming through. We see that in the GBA teams with Adam Goss, and Headley's coming through at MK nicely. So yeah, hopefully the opportunity for them guys to step up and move into a starting role in a few years will be key to keep our British goalies developing. Well,
that's it. You see, guys are not getting any younger. I mean, you're still a whippersnapper at the moment, but some of the more experienced goalies, I mean, look at Rocky and people like that, not getting any younger. And no. It's nice to hear that the youngsters are coming through, which you did yourself, as you said. So, your hopes for the season then? Another championship challenge?
Yeah, hopefully we can win every trophy we've got going. I'm sure that's the aim of Tony and Neil and the whole team. We want to win everything, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that happens.
Dex, it's great to have you on board, mate. Well, we've talked over the last few seasons, and I keep badgering you, asking you to when you're going to be coming back. It's great to have you back. Nice to have you on board.
Pleasure to be here, thank you.
Don't forget Facebook, Twitter, and of course Phoenix TV. But one big thing I'd like to mention is the early bird season ticket offer. That runs till the end of June, so if you're going to be getting a ticket, why not take advantage of the offer? Get your name down to Mags Aran, and we'll be so glad to take your money from you. So that's it. I'll see you in a couple of weeks with hopefully a couple of more signings on Phoenix TV.